Holi, pronunciation, /Holi/ Sanskrit, Holi, is a spring festival, also known as the Festival of Colors or the Festival of Love. It is an ancient Hindu religious festival which has become popular with non-Hindus in many parts of South Asia, as well as people of other communities outside Asia. It is primarily observed in India, Nepal, and other regions of the world with significant populations of Hindus or people of Indian origin. The festival has, in recent times, spread to parts of Europe and North America as a spring celebration of love, frolic, and colors. Holi celebrations start with a Holika bonfire on the night before Holi, where people gather, sing and dance. The next morning is a free-for-all carnival of colors, where participants play, chase and color each other with dry powder and colored water, with some carrying water guns and colored water-filled balloons for their water fight. Anyone and everyone is fair game, friend or stranger, rich or poor, man or woman, children and elders. The frolic and fight with colors occurs in the open streets, open parks, outside temples and buildings. Groups carry drums and musical instruments, go from place to place, sing and dance. People visit family, friends and foes to throw colors on each other, laugh and chit-chat, then share holy delicacies, food and drinks. Some drinks are intoxicating. For example, Bhang, an intoxicating ingredient made from cannabis leaves, is mixed into drinks and sweets and consumed by many. In the evening, after sobering up, people dress up, visit friends and family. Holi is celebrated at the approach of vernal equinox, on the Falguna Purnima, full moon. The festival date varies every year, per the Hindu calendar, and typically comes in March, sometimes February in the Gregorian calendar. The festival signifies the victory of good over evil, the arrival of spring, end of winter, and for many a festive day to meet others, play and laugh, forget and forgive, and repair ruptured relationships. There is a symbolic legend to explain why Holi is well celebrated as a color fest. The word Holi originates from Holika, the evil sister of demon King Hiranyakashipu. King Hiranyakashipu had earned a boon that made him virtually indestructible. The special powers blinded him. He grew arrogant, thought he was God, and demanded that everyone worship only him. Hiranyakashipu's own son, Prahlada, however, disagreed. He was and remained devoted to Vishnu. This infuriated Hiranyakashipu. He subjected Prahlada to cruel punishments, none of which affected the boy or his resolve to do what he thought was right. Finally, Holika, Prahlada's evil aunt, tricked him into sitting on a pyre with her. Holika was wearing a cloak, shawl, that made her immune to injury from fire, while Prahlada was not. As the fire roared, the cloak flew from Holika and encased Prahlada. Holika burned. Prahlada survived. Vishnu appeared and killed Hiranyakashipu. The bonfire is a reminder of the symbolic victory of good over evil, of Prahlada over Hiranyakashipu, a fire that burned Holika. The day after Holika bonfire is celebrated as Holi. In Braj region of India, where Krishna grew up, the festival is celebrated for 16 days, until Rang Panchami, in commemoration of the divine love of Radha for Krishna, a Hindu deity. The festivities officially usher in spring, with Holi celebrated as Festival of Love. There is a symbolic myth behind commemorating Krishna as well. Baby Krishna transitioned into his characteristic dark blue skin color because a she-demon Putana poisoned him with her breast milk. In his youth, Krishna despairs whether fair-skinned Radha and other gopikas, girls, will like him because of his skin color. His mother, tired of the desperation, asks him to approach Radha and color her face in any color he wanted. This he does, and Radha and Krishna became a couple. The playful coloring of the face of Radha has henceforth been commemorated as Holi. Beyond India, these legends to explain the significance of Holi, Phagwa, are common in some Caribbean and South American communities of Indian origin such as Guyana and Trinidad and Tobago. Holi festival has other cultural significance. It is the festive day to end and rid oneself of past errors, end conflicts by meeting others, a day to forget and forgive. People pay or forgive debts, as well as deal anew with those in their lives. Holi also marks the start of spring, and for many the start of New Year. Holi is an important festival to Hindus. It is celebrated at the end of the winter season on the last full moon day of the lunar month Phalgun, February/March, Phalgun Purnima, which usually falls in March, sometimes in late February. The festival has many purposes. Most prominently, it celebrates the beginning of spring. In 17th century literature, it was identified as a festival that celebrated agriculture, commemorated good spring harvests and the fertile land. Hindus believe it is a time of enjoying spring's abundant colors and saying farewell to winter. Holi festivities mark the beginning of New Year to many Hindus, as well as a justification to reset and renew ruptured relationships and conflicts and accumulated emotional impurities from past. It also has a religious purpose, symbolically signified by the legend of Holika. The night before Holi, bonfires are lit, in a ceremony known as Holika Dahan, burning of Holika, or Little Holi. People gather near fires, sing and dance. The next day, Holi, also known as ʻhoʊliː in Sanskrit, or ʻhoʊliː, ʻhoʊliː or ʻhoʊliː, is celebrated. Children and youth spray colored powder solutions, ghoul, at each other, laugh and celebrate, while elders tend to smear dry colored powder, beer, on each other's face. Visitors to homes are first teased with colors, then served with holy delicacies, desserts and drinks. After playing with colors, and cleaning up, people bathe, put on clean clothes, visit friends and family. Like Holika Dahan, Karma Dahanam is celebrated in some parts of India. The festival of colors in these parts is called Ranga Panchami, and occurs on 5th day after Purnima, full moon. History and rituals. Holi is an ancient Hindu festival with its cultural rituals. It is mentioned in the Puranas, Dasakamara Charita, and by the poet Kalidasa during the 4th century reign of Chandragupta II. The celebration of Holi is also mentioned in the 7th century Sanskrit drama, Ratnavali. The festival of Holi caught the fascination of European raiders and British colonial staff by the 17th century. Various old editions of Oxford English Dictionary mention it, but with varying, phonetically derived spellings. Holi, 1687, Holi, 1698, ʻhoʊliː, 1789, Holī, 1809, Holi, 1825, and Holi in editions published after 1910. There are several cultural rituals associated with Holi. Prepare Holika pyre for bonfire. Days before the festival, people start gathering wood and combustible materials for the bonfire in parks, community centers, near temples and other open spaces. On top of the pyre is an effigy to signify Holika who tricked Prahalad into the fire. Inside homes, people stock up on color pigments, food, party drinks and festive seasonal foods such as gujia, mathuri, malpuas and other regional delicacies. Holika Dahan. On the eve of Holi, typically at or after sunset, the pyre is lit, signifying Holika Dahan. The ritual symbolizes the victory of good over evil. People gather around the fire, sing and dance, play with colors. Holi frolic and celebrations begin the morning after Holika bonfire. There is no tradition of holding puja, prayer, and the day is for partying and pure enjoyment. Children and youth groups form armed with dry colors, colored solution, means to fill and spray others with colored solution, piccaries, balloons that can hold colored water, and other creative means to color their targets. Traditionally, washable natural plant-derived colors such as turmeric, neem, dak, kumkum were used, but water-based commercial pigments are increasingly used. All colors are used. Everyone in open areas such as streets and parks are game. Inside homes or at doorways though, only dry powder is used to smear each other's face. People throw colors, and get their targets completely colored up. It is like a water fight, but where the water is colored. People take delight in spraying colored water on each other. By late morning, everyone looks like a canvas of colors. This is why Holi is given the name Festival of Colors. Groups sing and dance, some playing drums and dulak. After each stop of fun and play with colors, people offer gujia, mathuri, malpuas and other traditional delicacies. Chilled drinks, including adult drinks based on local intoxicating herbs, is also part of the Holi festivity. Other variations in Braj region around Mathura, in North India, the festivities may last more than a week. The rituals go beyond playing with colors, and include a day where men go around with shields and women have the right to playfully beat them on their shields with sticks. In South India, some worship and make offerings to Kamadeva, the love god of Indian mythology, on Holi. The after party. After a day of play with colors, people clean up, wash and bathe, sober and dress up in the evening and greet friends and relatives by visiting them and exchange sweets. Holi is also a festival of forgiveness and new starts, which ritually aims to generate harmony in the society. Regional names, rituals and celebrations. Holi, Hindi, Nepali, Punjabi, is also known as Phagwa or Phagwa, Assamese, festival of colors, or Dolajatra in Odisha, and as Doljatra, Assamese, or Basantotsaf, spring festival, in West Bengal and Assam. The customs and celebrations vary between regions of India. Holi is of particular significance in the Braj region, which includes locations traditionally connected to the Lord Krishna, Mathura, Vrindavan, Nandgarh, Uttar Pradesh, and Barsana, which become tourist destinations during the season of Holi. Outside India, Holi is observed by the minority Hindus in Bangladesh, Pakistan as well in countries with large Indian subcontinent diaspora populations such as Suriname, Guyana, Trinidad and Tobago, South Africa, Malaysia, the United Kingdom, the United States, Mauritius, and Fiji. The Holi rituals and customs outside South Asia also vary with local adaptations. India. Gujarat. Celebration of Spring by Krishna and Radha, 18th century miniature, in the Guimet Museum, Paris. In Gujarat, Holi is a two-day festival. On the evening of the first day people lit the bonfire. People offer raw coconut, corn to the fire. The second day is the festival of color or ʻhoʊliː, celebrated by sprinkling colored water and applying colors to each other. Dwarka, a coastal city of Gujarat, celebrates Holi at the Dwarkadhish temple and citywide comedy and music festivities. 30. The Holi celebration has its celebrative origins in Gujarat, citation needed, particularly with dance, food, music, and colored powder to offer a spring parallel of Navaratri, Gujarat's Hindu festival celebrated in the fall. Falling in the Hindu month of Falguna, Holi marks the agricultural season of the rabi crop. In western India, Ahmedabad in Gujarat, a pot of buttermilk is hung high on the streets and young boys try to reach it and break it by making human pyramids. The girls try to stop them by throwing colored water on them to commemorate the pranks of Krishna and cowherd boys to steal butter and gopis while trying to stop the girls. The boy who finally manages to break the pot is crowned the Holy King. Afterwards, the men, who are now very colorful men, go out in a large procession to alert people of the Krishna's possible appearance to steal butter from their homes. In some places, there is a custom in the undivided Hindu families that the women of the families beat their brother-in-law with her sari rolled up into a rope in a mock rage as they try to drench them with colors, and in turn, the brothers-in-law bring sweets, Indian desserts, to her in the evening. Uttar Pradesh. Barsana, a town near Mathura in Braj region of Uttar Pradesh, celebrates Lath Holi in the sprawling compound of the Radha Rani temple. Thousands gather to witness the Lath Holi when women beat up men with sticks as those on the sidelines become hysterical, sing holy songs and shout Sri Radhe or Sri Krishna. The holy songs of Braj Mandal are sung in pure Braj, the local language. Holi celebrated at Barsana is unique in the sense that here women chase men away with sticks. Males also sing provocative songs in a bid to invite the attention of women. Women then go on the offensive and use long staves called lathis to beat men folk who protect themselves with shields. Mathura, in the Braj region, is the birthplace of Lord Krishna, and in Vrindavan this day is celebrated with special puja and the traditional custom of worshipping Lord Krishna. Here the festival lasts for 16 days. All over the Braj region and its nearby places like Hathras, Holika, Agra, the Holi is celebrated in more or less same way as in Mathura, Vrindavan and Barsana. Outside Braj, in Kanpur area, Holi lasts 7 days with color. On the last day, a grand fair called Ganga Mela or the Holy Mela is celebrated. This Mela, fair, was started by freedom fighters who fought British rule in the First Indian War of Independence in 1857 under the leadership of Nana Sahib. The Mela is held at various ghats along the banks of River Ganga in Kamba, to celebrate Hindus and the Muslims who together resisted the British forces in the city in 1857. On the eve of Ganga Mela, all government offices, shops, courts generally remain closed. The Ganga Mela marks the official end of the Festival of Colors or Holi in Kamba. In Gorakhpur, the northeast district of Uttar Pradesh, this day starts with a special puja in the morning of Holi Day. This day is considered to be the most colorful day of the year, promoting the brotherhood among the people. This is known as Holi Milan, in which people visit every house and sing Holi song and express their gratitude by applying colored powder, a beer. Holi is also considered as the beginning of the year as it occurs on the first day of new Hindu calendar year, Panchang. Kamoni Holi in Uttarakhand includes a musical affair. It takes different forms such as the Bhakti Holi, the Gari Holi and the Mela Holi. In Bhakti Holi and Gari Holi, people sing songs with a touch of melody, fun and spiritualism. These songs are essentially based on classical ragas. Bhakti Holi, also known as Nivnki Holi, begins from the premises of temples, where holiars, sing holy songs. People gather to participate, along with playing classical music. The songs are sung in a particular sequence depending on the time of day. For instance, at noon the songs based on Pilu, Bimpalasi and Sarang ragas, while evening songs are based on the ragas such as Kalyan, Shyam Kalyan and Yaman. The Gari Holi, is mostly celebrated in the rural areas of Kumaon. The songs of the Gari Holi are sung by the people, who, sporting traditional white churidar pajama and kutta, dance in groups to the tune of ethnic musical instruments such as the dlandhuka. In Kumaon region, the Holika beer is known as cheer, which is ceremonically made in a ceremony known as cheer bandan, 15 days before Dulhandi. The cheer is a bonfire with a green paya tree branch in the middle. The cheer of every village and neighborhood is rigorously guarded as rival mohallas try to playfully steal the other's cheer. The colors used on Holi are derived from natural sources. Dulhandi, known as charadi, from curad, is made from flower extracts, ash and water. Holi is celebrated with great gusto, much in the same way as all across North India. Bihar, Holi is known as Phagua in the local Bhojpuri dialect. In this region as well, the legend of Holika is prevalent. On the eve of Falgun Purnima, people light bonfires. They put dried cow dung cakes, wood of aroid or reedy tree and Holika tree, grains from the fresh harvest and unwanted wood leaves in the bonfire. At the time of Holika, people assemble near the fire. The eldest member of the gathering or a purohit initiates the lighting. He then smears others with color as a mark of greeting. Next day the festival is celebrated with colors and lot of frolic. Traditionally, people also clean their houses to mark the festival. Holi Milan is also observed in Bihar, where family members and well-wishers visit each other's family, apply colors, a beer, on each other's faces, and on feet, if elderly. Usually this takes place on the evening of holiday after Holi, with wet colors is played in the morning through afternoon. Due to large-scale internal migration issues faced by the people, recently this tradition has slowly begun to transform. It is common to have Holi Milan on an entirely different day, either before or after the actual day of Holi. Children and youths take extreme delight in the festival. Though the festival is usually celebrated with colors, in some places people also enjoy celebrating Holi with water solutions of mud or clay. Folk songs are sung at high pitch and people dance to the tune of Dulak and the spirit of Holi. Intoxicating Bhang, made from cannabis, milk and spices, is consumed with a variety of mouth-watering delicacies, such as pakaras and thandai, to enhance the mood of the festival. In West Bengal region, Holi is known by the name of Dul Jatra, Dul Purnima or the Swing Festival. The festival is celebrated in a dignified manner by placing the icons of Krishna and Radha on a picturesquely decorated palanquin, which is then taken round the main streets of the city or the village. On the Dul Purnima day in the early morning, The students dress up in saffron-colored or pure white clothes and wear garlands of fragrant flowers. They sing and dance to the accompaniment of musical instruments like guitar, djubari, veena, etc. The devotees take turns to swing them while women dance around the swing and sing devotional songs. During these activities, the men keep spraying colored water and colored powder, a beer, at them. The head of the family observes a fast and prays to Lord Krishna and Agnidev. Citation needed. After all the traditional rituals are over, he smears Krishna's icon with ghul and offers bhog to both Krishna and Agnidev. In Shantiniketan, Holi has a special musical flavor. Visitors on Holi are offered traditional dishes that include malpua, ghee sandish, basanti sandish, saffron milk, payash, and related foods. Odisha. The people of Odisha celebrate Dola on the day of Holi, where the icons of Jagannath replace the icons of Krishna and Radha. Dola Milana. Processions of the deities are celebrated in villages and bhoga is offered to the deities. Dola Yatra was prevalent even before 1560, much before Holi was started, where the idols of Jagannatha, Balabhadra and Subhadra used to be taken to the Dola Mandapa, podium in Jagannath temple. People used to offer natural colors known as abira to the deities and apply on each other's feet. Assam. Holi, also called Phakawa, in Assamese, is celebrated all over Assam. Locally called Jatra, associated with Satras of Barpeta, Holi is celebrated over 2 days. On the first day, the burning of clay huts are seen in Barpeta and Lower Assam, which signifies the legends of Holika. On the second day of it, Holi is celebrated with color powders. The Holi songs in chorus devoted to Lord Krishna are also sung in the regions of Barpeta. Goa. Holi is a part of Goan or Konkani spring festival known as Sigmo or in Konkani or Sisarotsava and lasts for about a month. The color festival or Holi is a part of longer, more extensive spring festival celebrations. Holi festivities, but not Sigmo festivities, include Holika Puja and Dahan, Dhulvan or Dhulai Vandan, Holden or offering yellow and saffron color or ghul to the deity. Maharashtra. In Maharashtra, Holi Purnima is also celebrated as Shimga, festivities that last 5 to 7 days. A week before the festival, youngsters go around the community, collecting firewood and money. On the day of Shimga, the firewood is a huge pile in neighborhoods. In the evening, the fire is lit. Every household brings a meal and dessert, in the honor of the fire god. Puranpali is the main delicacy and children shout Holi Re Holi Paranakipali. Shimga celebrates the elimination of all evil. The color celebrations here traditionally take place on the day of Rangapanchami, 5 days after Shimga. During this festival, people are supposed to forget and forgive any rivalries and start new healthy relations with all. Manipuris celebrate Holi for 6 days. Here, this holiday merges with the festival of Yosang. Traditionally, the festival commences with the burning of a thatched hut of hay and twigs. Young children go from house to house to collect money, locally known as Nakad, or Nakathan, as gifts on the first 2 days. The youths at night perform a group folk dance called Abul Chongba on the full moon night of Lamta, Philgun, along with folk songs and rhythmic beats of the indigenous drum. However, this moonlight party now has modern bands and fluorescent lamps. In Krishna temples, devotees sing devotional songs, perform dances and celebrate with abba, ghul, wearing traditional white and yellow turbans. On the last day of the festival, large processions are taken out to the main Krishna temple near Amphoe, where several cultural activities are held. In recent decades, Yoshang, a type of Indian sport, has become common in many places of the valley, where people of all ages come out to participate in a number of sports that are somewhat altered for the holiday. Kerala. Holi is locally called Ukkalai in Konkani or Manjulkulai in Malayalam. It is celebrated around the Konkani temple called Gosrapuram Thirumala Temple. Karnataka. Traditionally, in rural Karnataka, children collect money and wood in the weeks prior to Holi, and on Kamadahana night all the wood is put together and lit. The festival is celebrated for 2 days. People in North Karnataka prepare special food on this day. The story behind Kamana Haba goes like this. Kama means desires, the main impediment for our progress on the path of spirituality. Once Lord Shiva was in Samadhi and all the devas felt threatened. They somehow wanted to stop him from becoming all-powerful. So, they send Manmatha and Rati to disturb his Samadhi by their sensual song and dance. Lord Shiva gets angry at this impudence and opens his third eye. Manmatha, who symbolizes Kama, is burnt to ashes immediately. It probably means with awareness all of us can destroy desires. However, the story goes that Rati implores Lord Shiva to restore her husband to her, which he does, but with one condition: that he will be physically available and visible only to Rati. Manmatha pervades everyone even today and for ages to come, but he is not visible, Ananga, formless. As sadhaks we must watch out on this day whether our kamanas are an impediment. If found, yes, burn them in the fire of knowledge. Holi celebration in Andhra Pradesh. In Sirsi, Karnataka, Holi is celebrated with a unique folk dance called Badaraveshur, which is performed during the nights beginning 5 days before the actual festival day. The festival is celebrated every alternate year in the town, which attracts a large number of tourists from different parts of the India. Telangana. As in other parts of India, in rural Telangana region, children celebrate Kamuda and collect money, rice, mokkajona and wood for weeks prior to Holi, and on Kamadana night all the wood is put together and set on fire. Andhra Pradesh. In Andhra Pradesh, Holi is celebrated along with Basanta Panchami. Holi is a major festival, and the festivities and colour start appearing at least a day before the actual holiday. Jammu and Kashmir. In Jammu and Kashmir, Muslims and Hindus alike celebrate Holi. Holi celebrations here are much in line with the general definition of Holi celebrations: a high-spirited festival to mark the beginning of the harvesting of the summer crop, with the throwing of coloured water and powder and singing and dancing. Punjab. In Punjab, Holi is preceded by Holika Dahan the night before. On the day of Holi, people engage in throwing colours on each other. During Holi in Punjab, walls and courtyards of rural houses are enhanced with drawings and paintings similar to Rangoli in South India, Mandana in Rajasthan, and rural arts in other parts of India. This art is known as Jagpur Orana or Jagpurana in Punjab and is given shape by the peasant women of the state. In courtyards, this art is drawn on cloth. The art includes drawing tree motifs, flowers, ferns, creepers, plants, peacocks, palanquins, geometric patterns along with vertical, horizontal and oblique lines. These arts add to the festive atmosphere. Madhya Pradesh. In western Madhya Pradesh, Bhil tribesmen who have held on to many of the pre-Hindu customs celebrate it in a special way. Tamil Nadu. In the Falguna Purnima is Panguni Uthram, Meenayatara Falguni in Sanskrit. It is special because of the Stayuthiram and Purnami occurring together, is the marriage anniversary of many mythological figures and deities. On this day goddess Mahalakshmi incarnated on earth from the ocean of milk, after the ocean was churned by the gods and the demons. Holi is celebrated as Vasanthosavam and all temples start their utsavams with decorations and music, dance festivals, pravashans and harukatas. The colors are also popular, and celebrate divine love and welcoming of spring. Nepal. In Nepal, Holi celebrated in hills is remarkably different from Madhesh. Even the festival is celebrated on 2 different days. Holi is celebrated in the month of Falgun and is also called as the Phagu, Phagawa, and is celebrated on the full moon day, in hills, and the day after, in Madhesh, in the month of February. The word Phagu, Phagawa, Nepali / represents the month of Falgun and the day is called the Phagu Purnima, Devanagari, which means full moon day in the Falgun. In Nepal, Holi is as important as Dashain, Tihar, Deepawali. Since more than 80% of people in Nepal are Hindus, Holi, along with many other Hindu festivals, is celebrated in Nepal as a national festival. People walk down their neighborhoods to celebrate Holi by exchanging colors and spraying colored water on one another. A popular activity is the throwing of water balloons at one another, sometimes called Lola, meaning water balloon. Also a lot of people mix Bhang in their drinks and food, as is also done during Shivratri. It is believed that the combination of different colors at this festival take all the sorrow away and make life itself more colorful. Over the years, Holi has become an important festival in many regions wherever Indian diaspora were either taken as indentured laborers during colonial era, or where they emigrated on their own, and are now present in large numbers such as in Africa, North America, Europe, Latin America, and parts of Asia such as Fiji. Suriname. Holi is a national holiday in Suriname. It is called Phagwah Festival, and is celebrated to mark the beginning of spring in Hindu mythology. In Suriname, Holi Phagwah is a festival of color. It is customary to wear old white clothes. On this day, be prepared to get them dirty and join in the color-throwing excitement and party. Trinidad and Tobago. Phagwah is normally celebrated in Trinidad and Tobago on the Sunday closest to the actual date of Phagwah. It is celebrated with a lot of color and splendor, along with the singing on traditional Phagwah songs or choutle. Guyana. Drummers of Indo-Caribbean community celebrating Phagwah, Holi, in New York City, 2013. Phagwah is a national holiday in Guyana, and peoples of all races and religions participate in the celebrations. The main celebration in Georgetown is held at the Manda in Prasad Nagar. Holi is mainly celebrated inspiring in Fiji. Indo-Fijians celebrate Holi as festival of colors, folk songs and dances. The folk songs sung in Fiji during Holi season are called Phagayan. Phagan, also written as Phalgun, is the last month of the Hindu calendar. Holi is celebrated at the end of Phagan. Holi marks the advent of spring and ripening of crops in northern India. Not only it is a season of romance and excitement, folk songs and dances, it is also an occasion of playing with powder, perfumes and colors. Many of the Holi songs in Fiji are around the theme of love relationship between Radha and Krishna. Mauritius. Holi in Mauritius comes close on the heels of Shivratri. It celebrates the beginning of spring, commemorating good harvests and the fertile land. Hindus believe it is a time of enjoying spring's abundant colors and saying farewell to winter. It is considered one of the most exhilarating religious holidays in existence. During this event, participants hold a bonfire, throw colored powder at each other, and celebrate wildly. Pakistan. Holi is celebrated by Hindus in Pakistan, in cities such as Karachi, Hazara, Rawalpindi, Hyderabad, Multan and Lahore. Locals in Multan associate Holi and Prahlada with the Prahlada Puri temple. On the day of Holi, in the Punjab state of Pakistan, it is traditional to break a matka, earthen pot, which is hung at a high spot. A group of men form a pyramid and others will climb the pyramid to break the matka. The ones who are not participating throw water and color on the pyramid. Traditionally, butter and milk are put in the matka, as this is supposed to reenact the young Lord Krishna's stealing of butter. The spring season, during which the weather changes, is believed to cause viral fever and cold. The playful throwing of natural colored powders has a medicinal significance. The colors are traditionally made of neem, kumkum, haldi, bilva, and other medicinal herbs prescribed by Ayurvedic doctors. Many colors are obtained by mixing primary colors. Artisans produce and sell many of the colors from natural sources in dry powder form, in weeks and months preceding Holi. Some of the traditional natural plant-based sources of colors are orange and red. The flowers of Palashortesu tree, also called the flame of the forest, are typical source of bright red and deep orange colors. Powdered fragrant red sandalwood, dried hibiscus flowers, madder tree, radish and pomegranate are alternate sources and shades of red. Mixing lime with turmeric powder creates an alternate source of orange powder, as does boiling saffron, kizar, in water. Green mehndi and dried leaves of gulmohar tree offer a source of green color. In some areas, the leaves of spring crops and herbs have been used as source of green pigment. Yellow colors for Holi on sale at a market in Mysore. Haldi, turmeric powder is the typical source of yellow color. Sometimes this is mixed with chickpeas, gram or other flour to get the right shade. Bullfruit, amaltas, species of chrysanthemums, and species of marigold are alternate sources of yellow. Blue, indigo, Indian berries, species of grapes, Blue hibiscus and jacaranda flowers are traditional sources of blue color for Holi. Magenta and purple. Beetroot is the traditional source of magenta and purple color. Often these are directly boiled in water to prepare colored water. Brown. Dried tea leaves offer a source of brown colored water. Certain clays are alternate source of brown. Black. Species of grapes, fruits of amla, gooseberry, and vegetable carbon, charcoal, offer greater black colors. Modern issues. Natural colors were used in the past to celebrate Holi safely by applying turmeric, sandalwood paste, extracts of flowers and leaves. As the spring blossoming trees that once supplied the colors used to celebrate Holi have become more rare, chemically produced industrial dyes have been used to take their place in almost all of urban India. Due to the commercial availability of attractive pigments, slowly the natural colors are replaced by synthetic colors. As a result, it has caused mild to severe symptoms of skin irritation and inflammation. Lack of control over the quality and content of these colors is a problem, as they are frequently sold by vendors who do not know their origin. A 2007 study found that malachite green, a synthetic bluish-green dye used in some colors during Holi festival, is responsible for severe eye irritation in Delhi, if eyes were not washed upon exposure. Though the study found that the pigment did not penetrate through the cornea, malachite green is of concern and needs further study. Another 2009 study reports that some colors produced and sold in India contain metal-based industrial dyes, causing an increase in cutaneous problems to some people in the days following Holi. These colors are produced in India, particularly by small informal businesses, without any quality checks and are sold freely in the market. The colors are sold without labeling, and the consumer lacks information about the source of the colors, their contents, and possible toxic effects. In recent years, several non-governmental organizations have started campaigning for safe practices related to the use of colors. Some are producing and marketing ranges of safer colors derived from natural sources such as vegetables and flowers. These reports have galvanized a number of groups into promoting more natural celebrations of Holi. Development alternatives. Delhi and Kalpavriksha, Pune, the Clean India Campaign and Society for Child Development, through its Avakayam cooperative campaign, have launched campaigns to help children learn to make their own colors for Holi from safer, natural ingredients. Meanwhile, some commercial companies such as the National Botanical Research Institute have begun to market herbal dyes, though these are substantially more expensive than the dangerous alternatives. However, it may be noted that many parts of rural India have always resorted to natural colors, and other parts of festivities more than colors, due to availability. In urban areas, some people wear nose mask and sunglasses to avoid inhaling pigments and to prevent chemical exposure to eyes. Environmental impact. An alleged environmental issue related to the celebration of Holi is the traditional Holika bonfire, which is believed to contribute to deforestation. Activists estimate Holika causes 30,000 bonfires, each burning approximately 100 kilograms of wood every year. This represents less than 0.0001% of 350 million tons of wood India consumes every year, as one of the traditional fuels for cooking and other uses. Methods to further reduce wood consumption during Holika have been proposed, including the replacement of wood with waste material or lighting of a single fire per community, rather than multiple smaller fires. However, the idea of lighting waste material antagonizes large sections of a certain community, who take it as an attack to their cultures and traditions, citing several examples of similar festivities elsewhere. The use of heavy metal-based pigments during Holi is also reported to cause temporary wastewater pollution, with the water systems recovering to pre-festival levels within 5 days. The color run, run or die, color in motion, Color Me Rad, the graffiti run, and other runs are starting to spread over the United States. They combine the bright colors of Holi with the intensity of a 5K race. Runners show up wearing white running outfits, and every kilometer they run, they are doused in a different color. Holi is also celebrated in a non-sportant format, as a social event in parts of the United States. For example, at Sri Sri Radhakrishna Temple in Spanish Fork, Utah, and Festival of Colors, Holi NYC in Brooklyn, New York. Holi is celebrated as the festival of color, where thousands of people gather from all over the United States, play and mingle. Similarly in Europe and elsewhere, several groups such as Holi Festival of Colors, Holi 1, and Colors have been organizing Holi as a social and partying event, to celebrate amity and togetherness, in various cities around the world. In 2013, Holi Festival of Colors hosted nearly 250,000 participants at venues all over the world. Instead of coinciding with the date when Holi is celebrated in India, these Holi-inspired festivals are typically adapted to local weather and holiday schedules. The organizers claim thousands of people join in to celebrate and experience the festivities. Critics claim these Holi-themed events are a for-profit commercial twist with ticket sales, and there may be a fad that lacks the traditional breadth and depth of Holi, while supporters claim the ticket prices cover the cost of safe colors they provide, space, cleanup, music and general security. In the music video for their song The Catalyst, American rock band Linkin Park incorporated scenes of band members throwing powdered color at one another. The director, band turntablist Joe Hahn, identifies Holi as a direct influence on the visual style of the video. Hahn states that the inspiration for the colors came from the color festival in India called Holi. He further elaborates on the religious significance of the colors. People collect these pigments throughout the year to release them in this festival as a celebration of life and tribute to Vishnu. South Africa-based electro swing dance group Good Luck released a song The Vision wherein Holi is seen as an influence. The Holi festival was featured as a roadblock challenge in the popular CBS reality television show The Amazing Race 13. Episode 7. The ʻhoʊliː music video for the song Take It Off features powdered colored dyes similar to those used to celebrate Holi. The music video for Regina Spektor's song Fidelity depicts a couple in an achromatic set throwing and celebrating in powdered pigments. The 2006 independent film Outsourced details the story of Todd Anderson, an American call center novelty products salesman, Josh Hamilton, as he heads to India to train his replacement after his entire department is outsourced to a new, much cheaper call center in Garapuri. Todd soon discovers that to successfully train his new charges, he must learn about their culture. A Holi celebration is the catalyst for this change in his attitude. On September 18, 2009, in an episode of the USA Network series Psych entitled Bollywood Homicide, Holi is first depicted on an American network television. Sean is distracted by someone throwing red powder at him. The March 17, 2011 episode of the NBC series based on the film of the same name, Outsourced, titled Todd's Holi War, takes a more sitcom-oriented approach to the holiday, marking Holi's second appearance on American network television. The music video Behind the Cow, which appears to be set in India, by the band Scooter features a final scene with everyone throwing colored powder at one another. In the British TV show An Idiot Abroad, Episode 2 has host Carl Pilkington take a trip through Delhi, India, where he experiences Holi as locals cover him with colored powder and paint. Keith Olbermann shows clips from Holi festivals every year on the Time Marches On portion of his nightly countdown news show. The music video for the song The City by French DJ Madian centers on a full-out color war between two factions of youngsters. In it, the powders are packed in plastic bags for a longer throw. The short film, music video for Up in the Air by 30 Seconds to Mars features the use of powdered colors for a fight during the film.